June 1994, the rogue comet Shoemaker-Levy 9 approached Jupiter. As it did, observers on Earth soon realised it was on a collision course. But what it did next was totally unexpected. It split into 23 sections, and one by one these flash impacted on the surface of the mighty Jupiter. Each flash-devastated area was the size of Earth. For the first time, modern man had witnessed a comet collide with a planet. Had mankind witnessed just such an event in the past? Could it happen to Earth in the future? This is the beginning of an incredible journey to discover what has shaped our evolution. We'll study the very nature of the universe, go back through the sands of time and look at our ancient past. All around the world, I investigate ancient cataclysmic destructions to reveal the nature of the catastrophic events that shaped our civilizations. Hi, I'm Peter Mungo Jupp. Welcome to Archaeology's Mysteries. Now, around the world, archaeology is a hotbed of mystery. Whether you go to South America, Africa, the Syrian plains, you find abandoned civilizations, civilizations buried under rubble, sometimes many layers thick of stratigraphy. You've got to ask yourself, what happened to these civilizations? Why were they abandoned? Now, some say tsunamis, perhaps volcanoes, massive continent-wide earthquakes, even comets and meteorites are mentioned. Certainly with the demise of the dinosaurs, this has been blamed. But what about in later arenas? Perhaps 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. Did something like this happen on a smaller scale? Certainly we don't see it today. Now we're going to take a fresh look at archaeology. We're going to get away from the potsherds that the archaeologists of yesterday loved. We're going to look at some of these old sites like Ur in Babylon, Nineveh, Egypt, Baalbek, and we're going to find out what happened. Why did these people disappear? We're going to talk to the people that actually live there today. We're going to look at their legends. Now, legends are mainly ignored by modern archaeologists, Jason the Argonauts, but I believe they hold the bones of truth. Ancient mythology is all about war between the planets in the plasma of space. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter and Saturn wandered from their courses and produced great plasma discharges in the form of interplanetary thunderbolts. Earth too was involved in this war, and great destructions occurred amongst mankind.
There seems to have been a period of chaos in the solar system when cosmic lightning changed from one distinctive configuration to another. Now, these patterns have been observed in recent years in high-energy plasma labs. Our prehistoric ancestors put in a prodigious amount of energy into carving the thunderbolts of the gods, as they were called, into rock faces. It's been said that extraordinary theories require extraordinary evidence. Well, we have that extraordinary evidence.
Today we're going to Lebanon to visit one of the scenes of these ancient destructions. We're going to Baalbek, city of the thunder gods. We're going down the Red Sea, past Egypt, up the Gulf of Aqaba, through Israel to Lebanon. And there awaits Baalbek, the Acropolis of the thunder gods. David Roberts, the Scottish artist, arrived here in 1854. He was staggered by the mystery of these immense shattered ruins. The Bedouin tribesmen who camped amongst the ruins also pondered over its mysteries. Now there are two mysteries at Baalbek. Firstly, who built this gigantic city with its huge blocks? And secondly, how was it destroyed? And what was the mechanism behind its destruction? Here is the magnificent temple of Bacchus. We have these huge blocks, and I can't even slip the wedge between these joints. This is the largest block in the world. So how was this 1,000-ton monster moved? The answers I provide in the full-length film will astound you. But an even greater mystery is, what destroyed this place? So what agent caused it to be dumped over and beyond the entire huge megalithic site? The electrical universe model claims far more dramatic solutions. In our full-length film, I examine how this could have affected Baalbek. Schaefer looked at over 200 archaeological sites in the Middle East. Each site contained 5 destruction layers, each layer containing a dead civilization. He struggled to find the causative agent, the mechanism behind this. But there was a man who, with his new scientific theories, could. Let me introduce you to Emanuel Velikovsky. He wrote a book called Worlds in Collision, which had as its main theme the cataclysmic destruction on Earth caused by planets in our solar system. Velikovsky proposed that many myths and traditions of ancient peoples are based on actual events. And in June 1994, an event occurred that was to radically change scientific thought. In June 1994, a rogue comet, Shoemaker-Levy 9, approached Jupiter. Well above the surface of Jupiter, it flashed and discharged and then plummeted into the huge planet. For the first time, modern man had witnessed a comet collide with a planet. What was thought to be a stable solar system was now a place where the unexpected could happen. Could this have occurred on Earth? Had mankind actually witnessed such an event? Could Baalbek been the scene of an interplanetary event? Was Velikovsky right?
His idea that planetary catastrophes had occurred in the past, he threw down the gauntlet to astronomers when he said that the solar system had an electromagnetic nature. Cosmologists need to rethink their ideas about gravity. And when NASA looks into deep space, we see things changing more rapidly than is expected on this kind of slow evolutionary picture. Nothing could be further from the truth. The ancient skies would bear no resemblance at all to what we see today. I would guarantee that if any of us were transplanted back in time, if that were possible, that we would be frightened out of our wits. Radio telescopes are the means by which we can now trace the electrical nature of the universe. It's always been a puzzle to geologists where the energy of an earthquake comes from. And the energy comes from the stored electric charge within the earth.
Homer told how mighty Zeus, or Baal as the Phoenicians knew him, cast thunderbolts on the earth and tumbled the walls of Troy with his earthquakes. All these deities were sky gods or planets. Officiating priests danced around the altars, chanting frantically and cutting themselves with knives. Sexual acts by both male and female temple prostitutes were understood to arouse Baal.
During the Roman period, it was like orgies temple.
These people lived in fear of earthquakes and thunderbolts. Baal shattered the earth. Conventional science is lost. It rejects mythology. It clings to outmoded scientific concept. It's bogged down in theory-laden ideas. Let's draw together these disciplines, these different sciences, archaeology, history, mythology, compare them, and if we do that, we'll get the answers we seek. The age of cataclysmic evolution and the mechanics of the chaotic solar system have arrived. What happens on planet Earth today is nothing as compared to events of the recent past. Join us as we seek the truth.
In the search of the little man's see.